This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Friday, the 14th of February, 2020. I'm Alana Bose. Here's what we're tracking. Labeled A Plan for a Stronger Guyana, the governing APNU and AFC coalition rolled out its manifesto this morning at a media launching. A public launching is set for this evening at the Stabroek Square. The 32-page document details the policies that the APNU and AFC intends to pursue if it is re-elected. It has broken up those policies into 9 different programs ranging from governance and education to economic and energy. Under its governance program, the APNU and AFC intends to continue the work of constitutional reform with countrywide consultations. The same governance theme will push for the eradication of financial corruption with the strengthening of investigating agencies like the State Assets Recovery Agency and the Special Organized Crime Units. The economic program will focus on the investment promotion and job creation, with additional attention being given to improving the business environment. That economic program will also look at improved public infrastructure and the implementation of a modern and business-friendly tax regime. The energy program will look at the creation of solar farms around the country and the provision of hydroelectric power in some communities. The manifesto also focuses on the coalition's plans for the education sector, with a plan to develop a first-class education system across the country, with sixth form schools being established in every region and technical and vocational schools being expanded. The coalition's social program will look at creating centers and living facilities for the elderly, increasing the old age pension and public assistance, and boosting support for the Child Care and Protection Agency. The manifesto also looks at other areas ranging from housing development to more support for youths getting involved in business. At this morning's launching, the APNU AFC leader, President David Granger, said Guyana is in a better place today than it was back in 2015 when the coalition came into office.
We have created a big banana. Every Guyanese can feel assured that there is a place for him or her in the coalition. We don't insist that people join a political party, but we speak to all persons, all individuals, all institutions, civil society, non-governmental organizations to come into this big banana. And that's what the coalition represents. That's why we succeeded, and that's why I'm confident we'll succeed beyond the 2nd of March.
The president said a government under his watch will continue to push economic growth and development as part of its agenda.
Time in Guyanese political history that 6 parties were able to form a coalition and succeed in running this country for nearly 5 years.
The manifesto, he said, represents a blueprint that will ensure a good life for all under an APNU AFC administration. More news coming up in just a moment.
GBTI is your Guyanese bank, a bank that understands every customer's unique needs, opportunities, challenges, and financial concerns. At GBTI, we see you for you. Whether you're buying a new home or car, planning your next vacation or retirement, saving for your child's future, or whether you're ready to take that bold step of investing in your dream business idea, we are with you every step of the way. We hear your stories and watch you focus on your dreams as we share your aspirations. We are more than just banking. We are a family. We are part of your community. Our commitment extends way beyond the walls of our branches and is demonstrated every day in the opportunities we provide to our individual and business customers. The support, time, and commitment we give back to communities across Guyana to help improve the lives of our Guyanese families. Because we see Guyana through your eyes.
Fuel it up and drive, Super 95, tune up. Fuel it up and drive, Super 95, tune up. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Because the road brand new, the school brand new, the street like the culvert, the bridge done do, got the government too.
Hey, that man could really let you know. Man, so we get some first degree.
That's a lie.
You know, he say his family left him money.
We know there's a lie.
But y'all hear this one here now. The man said, Or we give we 20,000 house slots in Linden.
What? Hey, are you from Linden? There's a blatant lie.
Well, he say you opening back the estate.
Well, that's a sweet line.
Yo, so what if I say that though? AP and EFC do nothing in 4 years?
Watch. You ask this son is by here, fan. He ain't no leader, no.
You're right. That man is not a leader. That man is a liar.
I line me up like come out this place, boy.
More unity. Don't stop the progress. Moving forward together, AP and you and the AFC. Don't stop the progress. Make sure you're putting the X in the back.
That was a paid political ad.
Elections offences are actions that have been made illegal by law with a view to ensuring that the elections are free, fair and transparent. Some elections offences are voting more than once in the same election, voting or attempting to vote if you are not qualified to do so, voting in the name of another person, canvassing for voters or interfering with an elector within 200 yards of a polling station, removing or defacing a lawfully displayed official electoral notice or election campaign materials, deliberately obstructing or interfering with the work of an election officer. Any person found guilty of an election offence may be fined or imprisoned or both. In addition, for some offences, a person may be disqualified from voting in future elections. Do not commit elections offences. For further information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9, 226-6557, 223-9650 or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Tired of long lines? Register with MyGTT at mygtt.co.gy. That's mygtt.co.gy to view and pay your bills from anywhere. Enter to win an Amazon gift card worth $25 or a bounty voucher worth 5,000 Guyana dollars when you sign up today. GTT, do more.
In the world of business, Republic Bank Guyana has found itself once again doing a lot of explaining about the accounts of some of its customers. After scores of customers bombarded social media to complain about unexplained deductions to their accounts, the bank issued a statement explaining that the deductions are now being made for online transactions that the customers would have completed back in November and December. In the statement, Republic Bank said Visa One card transactions that were conducted online and at a point of sales and at the ATMs of other banks were only now being processed. The bank said it covers transactions that were done between the 4th of November and December 31st last year. According to Republic Bank, going forward, the transactions will be processed within the regular time frame. The bank offered an apology. In November last year, Republic Bank came under heavy criticism from its customers after it updated its banking software, and many customers found themselves locked out of their accounts and unable to do online and point-of-sales purchases. The bank had explained then that the issue was related to its upgrade. Officials of Republic Bank are encouraging customers who may have seen deductions for purchases they did not make to report the details to the bank for investigation. Let's tell you now that Banks DIH Limited is plugging more money into education. The local conglomerate hosted a ceremony last evening to celebrate education in Guyana and to also announce its support for a number of technical and vocational schools. Banks DIH Chairman Clifford Reese also announced that his company was looking at the possibility of establishing a private technical and vocational training school. Mr. Reese said that while plans are in the early discussion stage, the company is very serious about the move.
Banks DIH Limited, as an employer of over 1,500 staff members, values and recognizes the benefit of an educated workforce. Our mission statement enshrines a commitment to building on our traditions of excellence by providing quality products and services, financial results and performance that meet the interests of our shareholders, our employees, our customers and suppliers, and the communities in which we operate. None of this will be possible without an educated workforce.
Supporting the initiative, President David Granger described technical, vocational, and science education as the center of transformative change in Guyana's economy. The president said he regards technical education as the means to equip students with skills needed for them to function in the modern workforce.
Investment in education by the private sector helps to promote the public good. Education represents a social investment. Education services support the public good by aiming at the total development of society. It contributes to reducing inequality and alleviating poverty. It equips students with the attitude, knowledge, and skills, with the standards and values necessary for their involvement in society, and provide for their families.
President Granger said it is impressive that Banks DIH wants to get into technical and vocational education, and he advised that other corporate entities to start considering the same. As Guyana celebrates 50 years as a republic, the Ministry of Natural Resources today launched its MASH ban for 2020. Under the theme Guyana Rising, the potential of eco-friendly mining, the launch of the Sophia exhibition site showcased the ministry's costumes that its revelers will be wearing on the road on Mashramani Day. The public affairs officer at the ministry, Stefan Gabriel, said the theme is in keeping with the ministry and government's plan to promote sustainable mining practices.
So today we had our annual Mashramani Band launch 2020. Today's launch included the showcasing of our costumes, the showcasing of our staff and the talents thereof. Our theme this year is Guyana Rising, the potential of eco-friendly mining. So we choose to focus on protecting our forests, protecting our environment while promoting sustainable mining activities throughout our country.
The ministry will contest the small band category with an expected 150 participants on MASH Day. Costume designer Nielsen Nurse said he is confident that his costumes will do well.
Well, the concept of the band is actually promoting sustainable mining practices. Over the years, we've been working with natural resources in terms of promoting eco-friendly mining, whereby we do land reclamation and safer mining practices. This year, like I said, we kind of moved away from the regular green and tried to bring in some colors. As much as we want to celebrate our Jubilee Republic, our Republic Jubilee, we also want to play with some colors instead of just the green and gold as usual.
The ministry will also showcase the costumes again next week when the Culture Department hosts an official MASH band launch. In the courts, after being on the run for the past year, 47-year-old Stevedore resident accused of stabbing his girlfriend's male friend to death has been caught and made his court appearance this morning. The man, Gary Blackman, is accused of stabbing Darren Edwards to death in December of 2018. According to the police file, Blackman turned up at his spouse's home unexpectedly and caught her in a compromising sexual position with Edwards. An argument started between the two men, and it is alleged that the accused pulled an ice pick from his pocket and started to stab the other man. In an attempt to escape, Edwards ran out to the street but was followed by the accused and attacked more, leaving him with multiple stab wounds. He was pronounced dead at a city hospital as his assailant went on the run. During his appearance in court today, he was not required to enter a plea on the indictable charge and was remanded to prison until the 20th of this month. Across the Region is up next.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, be the one to live right.
Hi, I'm Andrea Farnham and I'm from Mabaruma, Region 1. I have been attending this college for the past month. It is a one-year course. This is actually the fourth batch of students. I'm part of the fourth set of children that have passed through this college. So this opportunity that it has presented, this college has presented, where they train us to be better public servants is something that I see will be beneficial in my life, not only professional-wise, but personally. This is a wonderful initiative by the Ministry of Presidency that enables us, myself, and my peers to grow professionally. Yeah.
I'm David Granger, and I approve this message.
I got a real problem, buddy. I would really like to vote in election day, but I'm working 12 hours a day from 6 in the morning, 6 in the afternoon, Monday to Friday.
I got a similar problem about it. I registered for vote in Kitty where I live by walking till up Linden. I only get Saturday off, and Sunday I gotta go back because Monday's work.
You know, truly speaking, the hours you work and the place where you work shouldn't prevent you from voting.
Really? How come?
The law makes it absolutely clear that employers must give their employees time off to vote. So all you need to do is to inform your employer that you need time off to exercise your constitutional right to vote.
For real? That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Me too, buddy. I'm making sure I vote on this election.
Yeah, man.
For more information, contact the GCOM on 2250-27729, 2266-557, 2239-650, or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
The Americas reported more than 3 million cases of dengue in 2019, the largest number recorded in the region so far, according to the latest epidemiological update from the Pan American Health Organization. The figures exceeded the 2.4 million cases reported in 2015 during the previous largest dengue epidemic in the history of the region. That year, almost 1,400 people died of dengue. The WHO said despite the increase in the number of cases in 2019, thanks to intense efforts from the countries, the case fatality rate, or the percentage of cases of dengue that progress to death, has been kept below the expected 1%. In 2019, more than 1,500 people died of dengue. Given its large population, Brazil had over 2 million cases in 2019, 70% of the total reported in the region, and more than half of all deaths from the disease. In Jamaica, the Jamaica Teachers Association has given the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information a 30-day ultimatum in which to submit a plan of action to curb violence in schools. The union said that it is concerned about the impact of violence on the education system as the vicious cycle continues to affect the schools, the homes, and the society at large. The union president said the union believes there is a need for review of minimum standards for all schools, with security receiving priority. Perimeter fences should also be mended, cameras should be installed, trained security personnel should be put in place, especially in volatile areas, the union added. A number of teachers and students were murdered in Jamaica since the start of the new school term. And finally, international news. Beijing has ordered everyone returning to the city to go into quarantine for 14 days or risk punishment in the latest attempt to contain the new coronavirus, state media reported today. Residents were told to self-quarantine or go to designated venues to quarantine after returning to the Chinese capital from the holidays. The measure came as Egypt confirmed the first coronavirus case in Africa. Over 1,300 people have died from the virus, which originated in Wuhan City. The notice on Friday from Beijing's Virus Prevention Working Group was issued as residents returned from spending the Lunar New Year in other parts of China. The holiday was extended this year to help contain the outbreak. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Alana Bose.